Um, you'd be surprised a lot of people live up to these invisible pro-blacks and they dedicate their lives appeasing them, especially those of who follow Jason Black, the Black Authority, and it's pretty muchly pathetic, and that's why I don't even bother living up, and I don't see the reward in being pro-black. It's like I don't see the reward in donating hundreds of dollars for countless documentaries that prove nothing, and at the end of the day, you're back to the same boat. You know, I was listening to Tariq's um, what is it, radio show, and he talks about he's going to do a Haitian Revolution documentary, and I'll buy it. I would love to know about it a bit more. Um, I don't mind buying it for the sake of entertainment and general knowledge, but in his show he talks about how this documentary is going to revolutionize us to defend ourselves, and I'm like, if you want black folks to really defend themselves, don't do a fucking documentary, nigga. Teach kids how to use guns. Get black folks to, encourage black folks to, legally obtain a weapon. I mean, I don't understand why, why a lot of conscious people, even with Boyce Watkins, he does the same thing, to where it's like you expect a documentary to magically get us on point. It's like, no, we need steps. We don't want to hear about, you know, it's nice to hear about, history and general knowledge and shit, but that knowledge isn't going to magically be like, oh, hey, you know, that's going to make us rich and great again and we're strong and we're going to do, you can't copy and paste the Haitian Revolution into, America of 2016. And with Boyce Watkins, you can't copy and paste the success of Black Wall Street and put it into today. You can't do that. But this is kind of like the video that I was telling in my other video about the part two of pro blackness and black women wearing weave if they count as being pro black. And I gave my indifferent opinion that it doesn't matter and who cares. And the reason being is that there's no reward in being pro-black. There is no benefits to being pro-black. You're just, a lot. I feel sorry for a lot of people, you know, who kind of fall for this trick of, living up to people that they never seen before, never met. You know, I look at people who follow Jason Black, and I'm like, you know, what has he done? He talks economics very generalistically. He gives poor advice on real estate, and I'm like, what businesses does he have? Jason Black doesn't have real businesses, and you can look Jason Black up on yeah, and you won't find anything. You won't find any of his so-called businesses or his. It's kind of funny how I didn't even really want to make this into an expose on Jason Black, but I could on a later video. But I'm just saying, like, what reward do you get? And I had to question myself when I was under the illusion that I fell for a lot of the pro-black antics and, the cheesy talks of black economics and, we're gonna rule this world again. And it's like, it's there's no point of it. The thing is that a lot of pro-blacks, they can't really. This is why I say a lot of this pro-blackness is gonna die in 2017. And coincidentally, during the presidency of Trump, and it's not because of white supremacy is winning, or that black folks are just ill equipped to do anything. It's really just that the momentum's dead and there's no draw in being pro-black because you have a lot of black men, a lot of dusty black men, a lot of invisible black men who hide behind computer screens, and they're just, they're just. I was just thinking about something, but anyways, they're just hiding. They're nobodies in real life, and there's no reward into it. There's no realistic satisfaction. There's no really realistic building process. Yeah, we're talking black economics. We're rebuilding Black Wall Street. Yet, how many niggas have voice walk-ins um, and Jason Black employed? Yeah, we're talking about gentrification in my new movie. Get 7 a.m. because we breaking down knowledge and shit. It's like all these black folks are talking real generalistically of economics, but yet again, when you talk to them, directly and say like, "Hey, what do I need to do?" Oh, it's so simple. You just need $5, and if everybody in the black community put up $5, man, we get like $1 million, and we can get that and use that money to make our own school and clean up the community, and everybody will have a bank account. It's like, it's all these generalistic shit, you know. And there's no, like I said before earlier, is that there's no draw in that women. And this is pretty much why women can give less than a fuck about pro-blackness or joining these communities because they're not gonna put up with it. They're gonna have a short fuse. They're not gonna put up with being called a whore because you know they had sex with some guy or they're a single mom um, or they dated a guy who may have been a street dude. They may have been in an interracial relationship. They may be light skinned. They may be biracial. Um, they may be bisexual, whatever. And I've said this before in another video that I haven't uploaded yet. That a lot of the dudes are turning off black women from the movement, and that's gonna hurt them. All the shit, all the shit that Jason Black has been saying on his Facebook, that's turning a lot of women off. And the things that Tariq says, even though he comes off very liberal in his approach, there's moments to where like in the I have to make a video about this. But he talked years ago when he was debating black feminists on street harassment, and he made this, all these. He dedicated like a month to debating Feminista Jones and all these other black feminists about how well you know the the I Holler Back organization is trying to lock black men up, and then the law is going to backfire and black women are going to get locked up. And it was like, it didn't really make sense to me, but it's whatever. But I noticed how Tariq tends to defend a lot of fuckery that black men do, such as he never, like during the street harassment thing, he never took accountability that, hey, yeah, some men are too aggressive when dealing with women. He never accepted it. Also, another fuck up that he made was the like when he was talking about the Michelet surviving Compton. He completely negated the abuse. He shrugged it off, made jokes about it. You're not, that that's gonna hurt your female population right there. That's gonna hurt the growth. But a lot of women are seeing the contradictions, and that's why you have these kind of weird things such as these so-called pro-black women who date white men, and you have all these bed wenches who claim to be pro-black, and you to a degree, black men have created, the conscious black men have created that shit. But yeah, this pro-blackness will be dead in like 2017, I bet. And I think I've kind of noticed that even though I don't have cable or I don't be on Facebook as much as I used to, I don't pay attention to trends, but I've noticed that, I haven't seen any of those conscious fuck Thanksgiving as a white man's holiday. I don't see that shit anymore. I don't see that shit of we boycotting Black Friday because that's some slave shit. I don't see it anymore. I haven't really haven't seen any trends of or boycotts or yeah, we only blind black on Black Friday. Like I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that. So I've noticed this kind of quiet or kind of like nonchalant shrug of just like fuck it. Black folks ain't into this shit anymore. So I'm not really surprised. I ain't surprised. I think people will just kind of. I think black people will just are going to learn that they just have to worry about themselves and live up to their own expectations, not live up to the expectations of Sergeant Willie Pete or Tariq Nasheed or Jason Black or Big Tao or whatever other fuckboy organization or TV personality. I think people will just put. I think a lot of black people will exit these black YouTube spaces and just be themselves and just learn that hey, I'm just gonna find happiness to where it sees fits because I'm not gonna live in this dramatic apocalyptic world in my mind of every white person's out to get me or you know black people are so fucking stupid because of all these things in Christianity, this, that, and the third. But I think a lot of black folks are just gonna find a lot of joy in themselves when they let go of the shit. That doesn't mean you can't be proud of who you are or your heritage. I'm just saying that a lot of black folks cannot live up to these standards that a lot of these pro-blacks give them. So they're gonna eventually just say fuck it and just say I'm just gonna be me. It's not because it's not a realistic lifestyle. It's not a happy lifestyle. And truth be told, there's men who kill themselves because they were unhappy with the lifestyle of being, like certain people. So, in this video here,